What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Baseball Card Collectors. It is a weekend edition. No, I haven't gone thrifting, which I really wanted to, but I still don't have enough room. I haven't cleaned up. I haven't listed the stuff that I have. So as punishment, I will not be doing that. However, I am going out on errands, as they say. And so I figured I'd just briefly talk about what I've been up to. Got an offer this morning, which I was super stoked about, for my Gary Sanchez rookie auto PSA 10 of $950. Now, I don't know if you remember what I bought it for. I bought it for $310 in March, which would be an awesome return if you were smart and not stupid like me. But I'm still hemming and hawing because I still think it is over $1,000 card. I really don't want to move it because I just like the card, man. But $950 might be too much to resist. So I'm going to be using Instagram and direct messaging some dealers to see if I can get a better deal. And if I can, that's great. And if not, I may move it on eBay. So, well, if you can do better and you really want that card on eBay, go right ahead. Hit me up. But, yeah, it's a no-brainer. You know, I'm more than doubling my money. You know, sales-wise, I'm tripling my money. But with damn demand, those eBay fees, that goes away, which is 13%, 10% for eBay, and 3% goes to PayPal. If I was able to do something on Instagram, I would only pay the 3%, but because nobody would do friends and family with a $1,000 card. Well, me, I would hope they would, but I wouldn't ask that. You know, that's just crazy talk. So that was a pretty nice thing to wake up to. So I'm going to wait for that offer because this guy has offered me a couple of times and he's moved up a bit. And I basically told him, look, I don't really want to move it. If someone wows me with an offer, I'll do it. And every month, this guy, he's like clockwork. So, and Gary Sanchez keeps doing better and better. Also, his Gary Sanchez it's a 2010 Bauman Chrome. His base card is also starting to rise up. I bought two of them for $40. I think one for $38 and one for $41. And then I bought another one for $8, which I recently got graded, and it came out to be a PSA 10, which was awesome. I actually cleaned that card. If you go to my YouTube, you'll see me for a half hour work on this stupid card. But it was worth it because I got my PSA 10, and the last recent sold was $125. That's where I think it should be priced, and everyone else went up with that. There's only like 4 of them, I believe, 4 or 5 cards. So I have 3. I'm going to be selling 2 and keeping 1. And like I said, I was really on him. I really thought he was going to do well, and he's producing. And that's the type of deals that you guys have to look out for. Guys who got hurt, like Cody Bellinger. He was another guy I was really trying to get. I just didn't go on eBay and try to get him. I was trying to get him through fire sales, and I kept on losing out, or I wasn't fast enough. So now, good luck trying to get his card. But those are the type of deals, and I think the best time you're going to get great deals is October, November, and December. Those are the times you're going to get your deals. For not Bauman and Bauman Chrome like the new ones that come out, but for everything else. Because baseball's in a lull, people are buying for Christmas, no one's really thinking about cards, and that's where you really can capitalize on that stuff. So, what was the other thing? I forgot what the other thing was. Oh, I created, like I said before, a separate eBay account for just cards, and I started posting. I'm going from 0 to see what I can do. I'm not going to buy anything on there. It's strictly going to be a 0 feedback and what can I do to get it higher. These people are just in my... Oh. Should have done that. Right over the curb. right now, I actually took a bunch of pictures last night, but I didn't want to post it at midnight and waste the time of it being at the top. So it was mostly cards like the PSA 9s that I just recently got. You'll be seeing a video on YouTube shortly. I already shot it late last night, where I go over the PSA grades that I had. Still PSA 8. I can't believe I had a PSA 8. That's ridiculous. But whatever. And I don't think it was a PSA 8. I think I don't know. You'll see the video, and I think most of you would agree with me. But I digress. My beloved Yankees lost again. They got their butts whooped by the White Sox. Eloy Jimenez is looking mighty good. Well, they're all looking mighty good. And I've said it before. I might not have said it on here, but Yankees live and die by their pitching. The timely hitting, I think we're going to start doing worse, not better, when Judge and Stanton come back, just because they strike out too much. We need guys to put the ball in play, and that's why we were successful, and we were having timely hitting. Now, Stanton does no timely hitting. He just hits bombs with nobody on or when it doesn't count. Aaron Judge is a great hitter, and he has, he hits in the clutch, but there's just going to be way too many strikeouts now. Too many people striking out, and it's going to be rally killers and things like that. That's just my opinion. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break, and when I get back in the car, I'll probably talk a little bit more. And I'm back. It was instantaneous for you, but for me, it was about 15 minutes. I went to Kohl's, the money-sucking place that gives you, I just had to return something, so they didn't get any money out of me. I got money out of them bastards. And then I went to Five Below, which is a place that I love. And if you are a flipper and like to flip things and sell them, it is a good spot. Not all the time, because now it's starting to become a popular, as people in Espanol would say. But I just bought 3 Blu-ray movies for $5 and 2 beach chairs, $5 each, which is a good score, I think. I don't think it's anything crazy, but it's an awesome place. And a lot of times, sometimes they'll have toys in there that go for good money. People don't realize that sometimes the toys are rare, or just, especially during Christmas time, you can do pretty well over there. Just a little tidbit. So I am now on Instagram hitting up people on the DM, and I'm going to write an article about how to sell cards on Instagram. I've told you guys before, I'm not huge into it. I haven't done really well, but I know what to do. If you are on it, posting 2 or 3 times a day, interacting with people, putting up stories, you're going to gain traction. You're going to gain a good following. And once you get that following, people, once you get about 1,000, that's when you can start doing some selling, and you'll generate some interest. Hit people up on direct message. Take note of what people collect and what people buy. And then you'll know, all right, well, I know this person buys this. I'm going to hit them up, see if they're interested. And that's just one way to go about it. So I'm hitting up dealers for the Gary Sanchez card, because it's a pretty expensive card. There's a lot of people with a lot of money, so they do spend, which I was really shocked. There's a lot of people that spend thousands of dollars. I have, but I'm literally using play money. And sometimes when I run out of money, I steal from my bank, which you really shouldn't. You really should keep everything separate. I talk a good game and know a lot of what people should do, but I don't. And that's why my stuff is all discombobulated and not organized. And that's one of the worst things. I'm not very organized. And as a project manager for a construction company, it is a terrible thing to say. But I'm just going to come out and say I am not an organized person. Planning, I plan very short term, and I'm not a big long-term planner. And whenever I have done any type of planning, it's worked out. But yeah, I wanted to start selling stuff on eBay. I made a plan. Hey, I want to be doing X amount, and I did it. And then after that, I got to the goal, and I said, all right, that was awesome. And I didn't have any further goals. I didn't keep going with it. Not to keep going, but I didn't further those goals as in, all right, now this is what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to do that. So that's the stuff I need to do. But if you stay on Instagram and you keep posting, it's a great place. Same thing with Twitter. I think Twitter is more of a community based than Instagram, because you can have conversations back and forth. You can on Instagram, but it's a little bit harder, and it doesn't really flow because you're going to be on a picture, and it's not really. It's just easier, I think, for Twitter. And actually, I was approached. I got an email from someone who's they're starting an app, or they already have the app, and it's very similar to Telegram, very similar to Twitter, and in essence, it's giving me the ability to control stuff. So a lot of times, like on Facebook feed, if I post something or people from the group post something, not everyone's going to see it. And that's just because Facebook's algorithm, they may like you, they may not like you, and so they show it and don't show it. So they control everything and they have your data. Whereas this app will let me be able to control what people see. It won't be more control what people see. It's just we can, if we're having a conversation about PWCC and the latest in the fraud, and maybe you don't care about that or you're tired of hearing about it, I'll have one separate group and everyone's talking about it. And then we'll have another discussion, and then you can break it out. Facebook has something similar, but I don't like the way it's really managed. I like the way this is managed. Now, they were going, the person who hit me up, what was the name? Damn it. They developed, the two developers who were doing this developed, I'm going to look it up in the email. But for the most part, it'll let me control more things. And I'll be able to, and I like that aspect of it. I really do. What did these guys do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You got to listen to me try to... FanDuel. That's what it is. These two guys created FanDuel, and now they're creating this. And I think it's a great idea. He was coming at it as a monetizing thing, and that's where I hem and haw. And as you guys can plainly see, I'm pretty transparent. So I am not a big fan at all of paying for any type of information. And what I do see a lot of people do is have a Patreon account where they'll go, well, you want even more access to me, here's new pictures of me, and you can get them, at my Patreon page. I can do that for free as well, people. But I like the aspect of, if this ever does blow up and become bigger than what it is, I would not mind at all charging, sponsors, having sponsorships and things like that. I have no problems doing that. I had the problem of charging people because to me, it's just, I don't know. I feel awkward. But in another breath, if people find myself valuable and I give pretty good information, and if they want more of my time than I'm giving for free, I also can see that aspect as well. So I'm not 100% against that, but I think I am a long way away. I will tell you this. The one goal I do want to have is next year I do want to go to nationals. And I would like to go to nationals and this podcast be somewhat known. People in the industry know about it. I don't know if I'm going to be highly respected because I just don't have the knowledge. Because like I said before, I'm still learning like most of you guys. I got a little bit ahead of it and I dig deep into things. So I may be better at that aspect than other people. But I'm not going to be matching wits with somebody who's been in the game for 30 years. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I am, because I'm so smart. But that's just things that might be happening. So I may start doing that as well. I really do like that app. So I may start going over there. They'll even eventually, hopefully, they'll have it where my podcast will be running in real time and you guys will be able to chat. I don't think that would be too good for me because I'm typically driving. So that would be a problem. But just thoughts. It's a weekend, so my head strays. All right, I'm going food shopping now. I am done for the day. You guys know what to do. SVA Baseball Card Collectors. That's the Facebook group, SVA BB Collectors on Instagram and on Twitter. Please hit up my website. I really want to make that a focus. And I'm going to continue to put more content on there. And that's svacardcollectors.com. That's my website. Head over there, share my articles if you like it. If not, share it anyway and just don't talk crap about it. And buy some cards and go broke, people. Later.